Hi all, Mystic Hope here again. I am going to do an eclipse reading, an energy reading for August 11th, and see what energies everyone has going for them or going on for when this eclipse happens, and to finish out as far as it'll let me get. Could be a week, could be a month, but this eclipse energy is going to end up following through for the rest of the year. That's what I keep hearing. What starts tomorrow won't end anytime soon. So, the new cycle, new beginning, fresh start, getting rid of all the old, almost like the Tower card, letting the old die in a bang, and some new stuff can come at you just as quickly. Okay, let's see the energy for the eclipse tomorrow. What energy is the eclipse going to give everybody, or information they need to know about what's happening with this eclipse? Energy for the eclipse. Energy reading for the eclipse. These are larger cards. My hands aren't quite that big. Let's see what we can get. Give me some cards, please. Energy for this eclipse. I'm so excited about it. I know I had a dream that the 27th, the eclipse on the 27th, everything was supposed to change, and woo! And it was supposed to change. I was sure it was for the good, but it's getting rid of the old stuff. The doubts, bringing all that stuff to fruition for me, where I feel like I'm on a roller coaster ride. I don't know about the rest of you, but oh my goodness. Happy one minute and laugh in the next. Some sort of memory or some fear comes creeping up. Ooh, what a ride. But when that happens, it's because, you know, with things we have to deal with. Let's see if we can get any more. Let's see what we got here. All right. See what kind of energies are out there, what we need to know about how we're feeling and the energy we're putting out and what's coming towards us energy-wise. Feathers, messages. Usually feathers mean a past loved one. Usually if you see a feather, they're sending you a message, or it's an angel message. Message can come in your dreams. Messages come in very different ways. Find pennies all over the place. If you know you put something somewhere and it's not there anymore, it's been moved, you find it, drives you nuts. There's a message there. What else? Butterflies. The repetitive numbers, 1111, 333, those kind of things. Those are messages called angel numbers. Sometimes a memory. A song can come on and remember it's a time. So there could be the message. But I'm just feeling, listen to your dreams, listen to your intuition, because that's where the message is going to be. I just keep hearing dreams, dreams, dreams. Thunder and lightning, power. I'm getting that this is like the magician card. The law of attraction, manifesting, praying for your miracle. Reap what you sow. Now, in a biblical way, that's saying, don't put anything bad out there or do anything bad, because, it comes back as in karma. But also, and here's the reverse side of it. You plant good things. You plant your intentions. You nurture it. You do your goals toward it. You work on it every day. Get rid of that negative stuff. The doubt. Everybody's going to have doubts about it. Everybody's going to be like, oh, well, But see, negative, it's like positive thinking. You think positive, positive comes to you. Think negative, negative comes to you. But you have the power to manifest, to make the law of attraction work, to get your miracles or your prayers answered. It just depends on your belief and how you want to structure it. It's also a strength card that you can get through it because you have power and you just don't realize it. Oracle, wisdom. This I'm getting is, listen to that little voice. That one that tells you, don't do that or you'll be sorry. And when you ignore it, you're always sorry. The one that tells you, you don't feel like going. Not because you're lazy, but something's just like, you'll be sorry if you go. Pay attention to that. Your intuition. If you get messages or things come in your dream, pay attention to it. That's what all that oracle and the wisdom's about. Also, if you're in school and you're learning something, that's important. Try to go out and learn something new every day. Just don't take what you learn on the internet, Facebook. Take it with a grain of salt because, especially if you get into some of these conspiracy theories. A lot of that stuff, you believe that? Great. You don't? That's fine. Some of it I do. Some of it I think is a little bit too far-fetched for me, personally. But then a lot of it, I wasn't there, so I don't know. Scrying mirror, projection. And anything with scrying always freaks me out. Because you have to protect yourself so strongly when you're scrying. Because, if you don't know what you're doing and how to do it and how to protect yourself, you could be in a load of trouble. Same thing with magic. You can be going to somebody and say, yeah, I want this to happen, and they do the magic spell or whatever it is that they do. Got to be careful to make sure it's white magic and not the dark. Because you can have all the good intentions in the world. There's a 3 times rule with magic. It's the same with law of attraction, anything. It's a universal, it's universal. There's nothing else, you cannot change it. You can't get around it. You may put it off, but you cannot get around it. Whenever magic you put out there comes back to you 3 times. Now, even if it might come back to your family. It might not even come to you. Be careful with that stuff. It's not something to play with if you don't know what you're doing. And if you want to do magic and learn that stuff, I have nothing against other people doing it. It's not my thing. Make sure you're taught correctly when somebody that really knows what they're doing. I'm just saying. And protect yourself. What I'm getting with that, some of you aren't projecting your voice. You're not projecting, you're shy. You're hiding behind the other person in front of you. You don't want to be noticed. Hey, been there. Been there. In a lot of ways, I still am there. I'm an empath. So, crowds of people bother me so much because I'm picking up everything. And with me being the empath and all my other gifts and everything else and other things that I can do, I'll take you at first value. I close that part of my mind off. You tell me it's what it is. But I see words. It's like being a human lie detector. And the longer I know you, the more I can just look at you. I just know. So I have to choose who I let into that inner circle carefully. Because when you start lying to me, it drains me so bad because I got to fight the impulse. And I don't mean little white lies. But the projection is the talking. Making friends. I'm hearing so closely. Socialize. In the real world. So many people, and I'm I'm like the hermit type person. I like to be alone in my house, in my own space. Don't bother me. I love the phone calls. Don't get me wrong. Call me all you want to. You got a problem, you need a reading. But don't be knocking on my door without calling ahead. But I can also, when I am out in public, I can meet, greet, hello, and that took me a very long time because I was very, very pitifully shy. But that's the project. I'm getting the voice. Project your voice. Project your heart. Show the world what you are. The loving, caring person that you are. Wishbone, the affirmation. That goes along with the manifesting. Law of attraction. See, there's a glare on it. The wishbone, I don't know if anybody still does it when we were kids. You found the wishbone in the turkey or the chicken, the kids would fight over it, and each would pull, and whoever got the biggest side got to make a wish, and it was supposed to come true, like blowing out the birthday candles. But if you don't have an affirmation to keep that motivation, to keep those doubts aside, and gratitude, the gratitude, oh, got to wake up every morning. Thank you. Thank you for letting me wake up. What you are grateful for. That's part of your affirmation. Where you don't dwell in what you don't have. It helps you realize what you do. And that's what part of the affirmation is the gratitude. Be grateful for. And let me tell you, there are days that it's very, very hard to say, yeah, I'm grateful that the lights didn't get cut off today. But you know, it's always that possible. And I've been there. Been there. And in some ways I still am because I'm trying to make a go of this. And I didn't financially plan it as well as I thought I did with having money left to sustain myself. So, things are tight, but I know it's going to work. See, that's where I'm grateful I was able to give this opportunity. I'm grateful that I have this gift to share. And I know, and that's part of the, I know this is what I'm meant to do. I know this is my path to help people. Fire, spontaneity. We forget to be spontaneous in our day-to-day life. Everything is planned to the letter. And you don't have to be spontaneous by spending money. Let's face it, times are tough. People don't all have it. But you can be spontaneous in different ways. Silly ways. Spontaneous, like if you have a significant other or one of your children, send them a little silly text or a silly, whatever the faces are. I don't know, the smiley faces, whatever those things are on your cell phones. You can tell. I remember the rotary dial where it took forever for 0 to come back around. So, but fun, joy. Sitting in front and watching a movie and just laughing at something you've seen 100 times. Laugh at yourself. Not make fun of yourself, but laugh at, something you think something. You had a cup of coffee and it slipped out of your hands. You can either be aggravated or sit there and think about it and say, hey, you know what? That's pretty funny. And that's what that's saying. Lighten up a little bit. Footsteps in direction. You need to, now for direction, a lot of them, it's your path. Figure out what it is you want, where do you want to go? Someone's at a crossroads, which way do you want to go? But what I'm hearing is think of the poem. Think of the poem. The Footprints in the Sand poem. If anybody knows that poem, I'm getting, you're not alone. Whatever direction you choose, whatever path you choose, you're not alone. And when these times are tough, let me tell you, that poem has gotten me through a lot of rough times. And the times that you look back, basically the poem is, and I'm not saying it word for word. So basically it was, when I looked out at the sand, there was 2 sets of footprints. But when I turned around and looked back at my life, the hardest, most painful, most trying times, there was only 1 set of footprints. It's talking to God. Universe, God, goddess, whatever you believe in. But this is the gist of the poem, so it's kind of irrelevant. Your guides, your angels. For me, it was God. But I'm very open to all the other religions' beliefs. That's why I have no problem with it. Let's face it, traditional church doesn't go for this. But basically, it was why in those times did you leave me? And the response was, my precious, precious child. And those times where you only saw one footprint, one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. So you might not get the answer that you want, but or you're not thinking you're and that's me. I'm very impatient with this manifesting thing. I'm learning very quickly to let it go, because things it happens. I have manifested a lot of things in my life, but be careful. Be careful what you wish for. When you do it, please be specific. And I don't mean go down with a list, but don't be, I want to manifest a man in my life, or a woman, or whatever the case may be. You want to say, and you want to concentrate the kind of person you want. I hear, oh, I want a man, I need a man to help me, I need a man to do this, I need a man to do that. I got behind in my rent. And even my landlord said to me, why don't you find yourself a nice man that can help you out with the bills? Well, because when you go out there looking for a man to help you that way, in the long run, they end up being so nice, and you don't see it because you're just so blinded by the help, or what they can help you with and help you through. So you want to say, I want someone that has the same life goals as me. I want someone in my life that can accept me for me. I want someone in my life that we want it the same, the journey. Who's going to love me? Who's going to respect me? Who's going to honor me? Who's going to cherish me? Man, woman, it doesn't matter. You want somebody that I deserve to have in my life, and not what I think I deserve. But in the meantime, you got to work on being okay to being alone. You've got to work on seeing your messages. There's a lot of things that time that you're alone and you're not getting the right person in your life is because it's the time that you're supposed to be working on yourself to see what it is that's good for you. All right, well, I hope this energy helped you. And until next time, if you need a private reading with me, the information's in the box below. They're $40 a reading. That it's not a time limit on it. That's why I say per reading, because some of them can go into, they average about an hour, but sometimes it can go into an hour and a half or 2 hours. It depends on what I'm picking up and what's going on with your life. Sometimes there's a lot to it. And I understand money. Been a single mom. My kids are grown now. Right now I'm just trying to, I don't even want the wonderful things in life, I just want enough food to keep the roof over my head, food in my mouth, car insurance, the basics. And I'm a happy camper. But if you do need a reading, or you're drawn to me and you really can't afford it, but you really, really need to know stuff, call me, text me. We can work something out. My ultimate goal is to help people. So, thank you. And if you've liked, subscribe, share my channel. Thanks so much. Bye.